After 5 days of reading the introduction, finally today we are going to read the actual sutta. Chapter 5, The Way to a Fortunate Rebirth, the Law of Kamma. 4 kinds of karma. There are, O monks, these 4 kinds of karma, declared by me after I had realized them for myself by direct knowledge. What for? There is dark karma with dark results. There is bright karma with bright results. There is karma that is dark and bright with dark and bright results. There is karma that is neither dark nor bright with neither dark nor bright results, which leads to the destruction of karma. So this is the first one, the dark karma, and there is a bright karma and the corresponding results. And then the third one, there is both dark and bright, mixed karma. So highlight with orange. And the last one, the karma that is neither dark nor bright. Okay, let me highlight the full thing with the corresponding results. What is this about? This one leads to the destruction of karma. Okay, Sister Saiken, would you like to continue reading?
Okay, let's find out what is dark karma. And what, monks, is dark karma with dark results? Here, monks, someone generates an afflictive volitional formation of body, speech, or mind. Having done so, he is reborn in an afflictive world. When he is reborn in an afflictive world, afflictive contexts touch him. Being touched by afflictive contexts, he experiences an afflictive feeling, extremely painful, as for example, the beings in hell experience. This is called dark karma with dark results.
Okay, thanks, Sister Saiken. So I think the key word here is afflictive. So what exactly is afflictive? Let's take a look at the dictionary definition. Okay, the first definition, of a problem or illness, cause pain or suffering to, affect or trouble. The second definition is in astrology, so not so relevant. Be in a stressful aspect with. So it's more of a astrological term, but I think the first definition is more appropriate. Cause pain or suffering to, affect or trouble. That is what afflict means. So what exactly is dark karma? Someone generates a harmful volitional formation of both body, speech, and mind. Highlight this. And because someone generates this afflictive volitional formation, he is reborn, correspondingly in an afflictive world, in a world full of pain and suffering. Being touched by afflictive context, he experiences an afflictive feeling, extremely painful. For example, beings in hell. So this is what is dark karma, and with the corresponding dark results. And sometimes if you know people around you who always do bad, harmful speech, harsh speech, sarcastic speech, and you can take a look at the world they are living in, even in this current life. You can see whether they are happy all day or they are actually has a lot of affliction in their life. If you observe, for me at least, if I observe them, I feel like they get agitated quite easily, very sensitive. Even such a slight thing, they will get upset. Even in this human life, you can observe how some people can get afflicted because of their own dark karma. Okay, next one, Sister Chekon, would you like to read?
And what monks is bright karma with bright result? Here, monks, someone generates a non-afflictive volitional formation of body, speech, or mind. Having done so, he is reborn in a non-afflictive world. When he is reborn in a non-afflictive world, non-afflictive contexts touch him. Being touched by non-afflictive contexts, he experiences a non-afflictive feeling, extremely pleasant, as for example, the devas of refulgent glory experience. This is called bright karma with bright results. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Sister Chekon. Let's take a look at footnotes number 9. Subha Kinha Deva. These are the deities inhabiting the highest plane of rebirth, corresponding to the third jhana. So, bright karma with bright results is exactly the opposite of dark karma. So, while dark karma, you are afflicted, in bright karma, you generate a non-afflictive volitional formation of body, speech, and mind. And the example given previously for dark karma is beings in hell. And here the example given is the devas of refulgent glory experience. Okay, next one, Sister Billy, would you like to read?
And what monks is dark and bright karma with dark and bright results? Here, monks, someone generates both an afflictive volitional formation of body, speech, or mind, and a non-afflictive volitional formation of body, speech, or mind. Having done so, he is reborn in a world that is both afflictive and non-afflictive. When he is reborn in such a world, both afflictive and non-afflictive contexts touch him. Being touched by such contexts, he experiences both an afflictive feeling and a non-afflictive feeling, a mixture and conglomeration of pleasure and pain. As for example, human beings and some devas and some beings in the lower world experience. This is called dark and bright karma with dark and bright results. Thank you.
Thanks, Sister Billy. So this is a mixture of both dark and bright karma. We highlight this. And the example given here, he experiences both afflictive and non-afflictive feeling, a mixture of conglomeration of pleasure and pain. For example, human beings and some devas and some beings in the lower world experience. So for all of us here, probably in the past, we have a mixture of dark and bright karma. Yeah. Because if we only do bright karma, maybe we are in the heavenly realms right now. If we do only dark karma, likely we are reborn in the lower realms, the hell or the animal realms.
Probably cannot even access Dharma.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an interesting point, because even in this human world, not many people get in touch with the Dharma. So we are probably have some more bright karma in the past. Okay. Okay. Here it mentions some devas as well. Yeah, so maybe if your bright karma has a larger proportion compared to the dark karma, then maybe you can still be reborn as a devas. And here it mentions some beings in the lower world experience. This is probably, if you see some animals, they are living a very good life. The owner, spend like 100K to build a house, build all the playground for them. So this is probably because they have both dark and bad karma. Okay, the last one, Sister Aikim, would you like to read?
And what monks is karma that is neither dark nor bright, with neither dark nor bright results, which leads to the destruction of karma, the volition to abandon this dark karma with dark results, and to abandon the bright karma with bright results, and to abandon the dark and bright karma with dark and bright results. This is called the karma that is neither dark nor bright, with neither dark nor bright results, which is the destruction of karma. These monks are the 4 kinds of karma declared by me after I had realized them by myself by direct knowledge. Anuttara Nikaya 4.232, section 2, 23202, 32.
Sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thanks, Sister Akim. And the last one is neither dark nor bright. What exactly is this? Okay, this is, okay, let's take a look at the footnotes. Anguttara Nikaya 4.235 explains this as the development of the Noble Eightfold Path. Anguttara Nikaya, the next one, 4.236, as the development of the 7 enlightenment factors. And basically, the Noble Eightfold Path, or the path to enlightenment, which will transcend karma and leads to the destruction of karma. So these are the 4 kinds of karma declared by the Buddha after he had realized them with direct knowledge. Any questions or comments you would like to add for this, Sutta?
Can I just understand what do you mean by abandon the bright karma with bright results?
Okay, thanks for the question. This one is, I think I read somewhere in this book as well. When you walk the Noble Eightfold Path, the middle way, you will transcend the whole cycle of karma. So when you transcend the cycle of karma, you will abandon, not just the bright karma with bright results, but also the dark karma with dark results. So you are not affected by karma anymore, and then you will not, if you practice it to the full extent, then you will transcend the whole cycle of karma. And that's why you will abandon any kinds of karma as a result. I'm not sure if I make sense. Does others want to add?
Yeah, it makes sense. So it's like the arahants. That means they abandon the dark karma they know is unwholesome. Unwholesome, you don't do it, right? So that you don't get the bad results. But wholesome karma, they do it, but they don't do it with attachment. That means it becomes like you don't want any result actually. So it's like the emptiness, like if you do generosity, then you need to have, you don't attach to, you give something to somebody and you want that good result. So you give in the sense of you just give, and there's no object, there's no giver, there's no recipient. So there is a karma, there is an act, but there's no doer. So this, if there's no doer, you won't get the karma as a result. So there's this thing that happened, but all these things happen, like Buddha said, is due to causes and conditions arise. Then you get this thing happening. But the person doing this thing doesn't get attachment, so he will not get whatever results, whether it's good, it's bad, it's good and bad. So the volition, that means the intention, is very important when you do something. Yeah, whether you are attached to it or not. When you're attached to these 5 aggregates, you're attached to this body and mind. Then if we don't see impermanence, we don't see the non-self, we don't see suffering, then all our actions will fall into either good or bad. So Buddha's middle way is there's no good, there's no bad. It's just happening because of conditions. Yeah, impermanence, non-self. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Thank you, Sister Second. So meaning if we were to do wholesome deeds, so it is really not thinking about the I am doing it, but you must be at the level of really that non-self, then can get the non-attachment. And because if not, we cannot control what is the karma, right? So when you do certain things, you don't know what you're going to get, whether is it good or bad. I mean, we don't determine, but the action will lead to it by whatever conditions naturally. So the main point is really the detachment, or like you say, the non-self component. Okay.
Right. That means when you see somebody suffering, out of compassion, you just do it, you just give, So the bodhisattvas or the arahants are like that. So when something happens, condition arise, you need me to donate my eye, okay, then they will just remove the eye and give it to you. If you need anything from me, even my life, I'm willing to, like Buddhist, like Buddha in his previous life, we have seen his stories about he feeding himself to a hungry, mother tiger, so that he will not harm the kids, the cubs, Yeah. So your act is pure. Your act is out of compassion for the sentient beings. So you act according to the Noble Eightfold Path, you act according to the 4 immeasurables. So you have this immeasurable, boundless loving kindness for all beings, all this, the immeasurable compassion, and then immeasurable, appreciative joys, mudita. And the last one is the most important, equanimity, because you don't get attached. So whoever that comes to you, you just do it. Regardless of, sometimes we have preference. We will say, this is my mother, I will save her, I will donate my kidney for her. This one stranger, let it be. Not that kind of, yeah. So we are not that level. So if we are up to that level, then whatever we do, there's no clinging, there's no attachment. I think that is the thing that will not have a result. Yeah.
Okay, thanks Sister Singhui for the question and Sister Saikyang for adding on the explanation. I think this is also explained in the previous book, The Noble Eightfold Path. If you go to Superior Right View, and you can see that Bhikkhu Bodhi gives a little bit of explanation. I will send the reference later in the group chat. Yeah. Thanks for the question. I think that's a good question. Anyone else would like to add? Have a question or comments? Okay, if not, I think we can stop here for today. The next sutta is pretty long, so it will take quite a few days to finish. Probably at least 3 days. Okay, if no comment, will Sister Saikyang like to do the closing dedication?
Okay, let's do the dedication of merits. 愿消三障诸烦恼， 愿得智慧真明了，不愿罪障悉消除，世世常行菩萨道。阿弥陀佛。
Okay, thanks, Sister Sakyang. Till we meet again, may we be guided by the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Have a bright Sunday ahead. Thanks, everyone. See you again.
Thank you. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.